Hidden deep in the remote mountains of Kentucky, there was a family most people never knew existed. They lived far away from cities, roads, and rules. No phones, no schools, no doctors, just quiet land and long days of silence. To the outside world, it was as if they had disappeared. That silence was broken one day by a man named Daniel Cross, a photographer searching for forgotten lives. What started as simple curiosity slowly became one of the most disturbing and emotional stories he would ever tell. The Holloway family was not just a family. They were a reflection of what happens when society looks away for too long. People warned Daniel not to go. They said it wasn't safe. They said some things were better left unseen. He went anyway, and what he discovered would stay with him forever. In 2005, Daniel drove into the Appalachian backroads with no plan, just a feeling. He wasn't chasing fame or views. He wanted stories no one cared to tell. When he asked locals about unusual families, one name came up again and again, always quietly: the Holloways. Every mention came with a warning: don't go alone, don't show up uninvited, and whatever you do, be careful. Their home sat where time seemed to stop, not a neighborhood more like land forgotten by the world. When Daniel arrived, no one shouted at him. No one chased him away. They simply stared. Some laughed nervously. Some made strange sounds, and one man, Illy, paced back and forth, unable to speak, communicating only through noises yet somehow aware of everything around him. Daniel took a few photos and left, shaken. He locked those images away for years. In 2021, 16 years later, he returned. This time, he brought a camera and a responsibility. The Holloways were more than isolated. They were trapped inside their own bloodline. As Daniel slowly learned their history, one truth became clear: their family tree didn't branch outward, it folded inward. Brothers married sisters. Children grew up knowing only each other. Over generations, roles blurred: uncle, father, cousin, brother, sometimes all the same person. There were no records, no certificates, only broken memories and guarded silence. Illy, the most affected, showed clear signs of genetic damage passed down through generations. This wasn't cruelty. It wasn't evil. It was isolation, poverty, and no way out. The most painful part wasn't how they lived, it was that no one ever stopped it. What viewers saw online was disturbing. What happened behind the camera was dangerous. Daniel didn't just walk in and film. Trust took years. Even after returning, tension stayed high. One day, while filming near the property, a man appeared holding a gun. He didn't shout, he didn't threaten, he simply pointed and told Daniel to leave. Daniel did. That wasn't the last time fear followed him. Even inside the family, not everyone wanted to be filmed. Some couldn't even understand what filming meant. Daniel knew every step carried risk. When the first video went viral, the internet exploded. Millions watched. Thousands commented. Most asked the same question: how can we help? Daniel started a fundraiser to improve the family's living conditions. Money poured in. Then came the accusations. People said he was exploiting them. Others claimed he was stealing donations. Some family members didn't understand how much money was involved. Daniel responded publicly. He showed proof, receipts, videos. The money paid for a safe home, beds, clean water, things the family never had. Still, the damage was done. Praise and hate collided. The town reacted next. Some locals were angry. They said Daniel embarrassed them, that he turned their home into a joke. Others saw something different. They saw neglect, a system that failed people for generations. The town became divided. To some, Daniel was a helper. To others, an outsider who crossed a line. The Holloways stayed quiet. They kept living. Change arrived, but slowly. The family got heat, water, beds, and safety. Simple things, life-changing things. Illy began showing small improvements. More eye contact, more routine, but fame brought cruelty too. Strangers drove by to stare. Some mocked them online. The internet gave and hurt at the same time. Daniel filmed less, he watched more. He knew he wasn't just telling a story anymore, he was part of it. After nearly 20 years, Daniel understood something important. This story was never just about genetics or isolation. It was about who we choose to see and who we ignore. One day, off camera, Daniel asked an older family member why they thought people watched them. The answer was simple: because we're different. No anger, no shame, just truth. That moment changed everything, because once you see the Holloways, you can't unsee them. Not because they shock you, but because they force you to listen. This story isn't over. It's still unfolding in Forgotten Hills, in comment sections, and in the minds of those who watched until the end. If this made you feel something, share it, because this isn't just one family's story. It's about all the lives the world forgets.